What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So it is finally time for me to try once again to obtain the Twilight Blade, the blade that is worth a fortune, but that's for a good reason. It is extremely hard to obtain, but it's so cool to see that a lot of you guys have obtained it. Some of you have even sold it from comments on the previous videos in this series. But before I attempt to get it myself, big thank you for all the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. It's been absolutely amazing, and it makes me so happy that you guys are enjoying the gold guide and finding it of value. So this gold guide, nearly 200 pages, comes with every tactic and method that I personally use in order to achieve hundreds of millions of gold. Not only that, but it also, the fact that it's a digital gold guide means that I can update it easily for every patch and expansion and send the latest version directly to your email completely for free for life. So if you think that sounds interesting, you can check it out with the link down below in the description. And by using the discount code STUDENT, you get it for 50% off. And a lot of you guys already have the 0 to 10 million gold guide. Really do appreciate that. And if you found it of value, you can consider signing up to the VIP Discord, which is pretty much like a Patreon where you support me as a content creator. But in return, you get some pretty cool benefits, like watching all of these YouTube videos before they go live on YouTube. But you also get exclusive gold farms, spreadsheets, investments, and much, much more. So, for instance, one of the people that did get the beautiful Twilight Blade that we're hunting, he posted about that in the VIP Discord. And the Twilight Blade, which we are going for in today's video, has a really good value. But by all means, it's still a cosmetic item. It's a transmog item, so it's going to take you a long time on average to move like items like these. But it's a cool, fun thing to do, and you also make some gold as you're trying to farm for the Twilight Blade. Now, the Twilight Blade can only be obtained by farming these boxes that you get on a rogue. So you have to be a rogue in order to farm this. And the boxes are going to be these, the Flame Scarred Junk Box. These can be obtained by pickpocketing mobs, where this location right here in Uldum at Obelisk of the Moon is the best place to do it. And when you're farming this right here, it's some tips that I also mentioned in my other videos is that you always want to use the potion of treasure finding, because that has a small chance whenever you loot the mobs to get the tiny treasure chest, which will yield you like cataclysm materials. It's just a nice way to at least make some steady gold per hour as you're farming it. Also, when you're pickpocketing the mobs, you don't only get the flame scar junk boxes, but you also have a chance of getting the loaded gnomish dice, which is a toy that you can sell on the auction house. Outside of that, there is a couple of transmog items that you can get, but they're not really the best. There's like a couple of decent ones, but you're going to get a lot of crappy transmog before you get a good one. When you want to pick these guys' pocket, you always want to sap the leader of the group. That means that his entire squad will just stand still, so you're free to pick their pockets. Once you've done that, though, it's very important to kill the mobs and loot them before you continue on with the packs. The reason why is that when you pickpocket a mob, like this guy right here, for instance, and then you move on with your life without killing him, yes, his loot table will eventually respawn to the point where you could actually pickpocket him again. But that takes longer than killing him and waiting for the mob itself to respawn with a new loot table, including the pickpocket loot table. So always make sure to kill. And the route that you're going to take is following the staircase. You do want to pickpocket all of these single mobs as well, but go all the way through this staircase. Just follow the path. Get all of these big packs right here. Once you've done that, you just want to continue up this giant temple or mountain, and then you pickpocket all of these mobs right here as well. They're quite easy to see, and you're definitely not going to miss any of them by just following the mountainside right here. A couple more down here. Once you've done that and you're at the end of the Temple of Uldum, you want to fly down to the Obelisk of Moon, because this entire area right here is also filled with humanoid mobs that you can pickpocket. So you do have time to do it. That's the clue. Like, if you only go for the big packs, you're gonna have to wait for respawns. But if you go down to the Obelisk of the Moon, sometimes even if you pickpocket and kill all of these, you're gonna be a tad too fast. You might have to wait like half a minute before there's a respawn up at the stairs again. But usually you're gonna be fine, because you can like vendor trash items in between and open up the treasure chests and whatnot. But now, what you've all been waiting for, we're gonna open up the loot appraiser in case I get the Twilight Blade or something of interest, and we'll see if we'll get something cool. Now my bags are completely full from this, so just had to delete that one box after checking to see what was inside it. And I think this is like episode 3 so far of me attempting to get the Twilight Blade. And I say this in every single video, but just in case you're one of the people that watches one of these junk box openings for the first time, if you don't get the Twilight Blade, there's really close to nothing else of value. So whenever I do one of my lockbox opening videos, like ordinary lockboxes, there's always something. Like, every box you open up can drop like a big different variety of valuable items. It's not the case with these. It's like pretty much Twilight Blade or bust. You can get the Cruel Decapitator, which you can see in the tooltip right here, but it has a shared appearance with a lot of different items. Sure, it will sell by all means, but not even close to as good as the Twilight Blade. You can also get green items like the one that I just picked up right here, but similar to doing the farm for the boxes, most of the Cataclysm green items in the loot table of these boxes are going to be bad. So outside of that, you don't really get anything out of interest. You get some miscellaneous items like the Deathwing Scale Fragment, the Silver Charm Bracelet, Preserved Oogie Boogie Eye, but like none of them are like actually any good though. So let's see. We still got a ton of boxes left, but with I mean, I have to get it eventually. It would be embarrassing to be on like episode 27 and still trying to get the Twilight Blade. But you never know. It's the beauty of RNG. There was one guy who came to my live stream and he got a Twilight Blade on on 10 boxes. He filled up his bags, but the 10th box that he opened up, he got the Twilight Blade. But that was his first time ever going for it. And it's always like that. Like, when I made videos on how to get, or trying to get super items from dungeons like Uldum or Scarlet Monastery, I've always told people in those videos, like, yeah, this is the Holy Grail. I've done 1,000 runs. I haven't had it yet. And you always have that one guy like, yo, student, I just did 4 runs and I got it, man. But that's what I think is fun about the element of RNG in WoW, though, when it comes to gold making. But so far, it's not looking bueno, is it? It really isn't. Yeah, we don't have a lot of boxes left now. Like 15 boxes left. These are tough to get. Like, I've opened up so many of these, like, without recording a video. Like, back in, like, WoD, when I farmed the, solely for the loaded gnomish dice and the other dice as well that you can get in the open world. And I would always open these up. I never got anything, so I actually started just vendoring these junk boxes because I was so tired of the disappointments. And today's video is yet another disappointment, but it has to drop eventually, right? I mean, it always does eventually. But that day is definitely not today. So if you guys want me to continue with this series, please let me know. Just leave a comment down below in the comment section if you are enjoying these videos. Of course, you can feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to keep on watching this series, or basically just watch gold making content, like generally speaking. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And of course, you can see more videos from me unreleased already on the VIP Discord. So check that out with the link down below in the description. Will of course be linked together with the 0 to 10 million gold guide, which is the better place to start. If you don't have any of them, Get the 0 to 10 million gold guide. If you find it of value and it's helped you make you millions of gold, then you can consider joining the VIP Discord for just additional resources. But with that being said, appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, have a good day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.